This is the 10-Minute Teacher Podcast with your host, Vicki Davis.
Today's sponsor is Propello, a remarkable K-12 teaching and learning platform which combines high-quality curriculum with built-in student differentiation and supports. Stay tuned at the end of the show to learn more about these free resources that also include language translations, level text, and hands-on activities for your students. If you teach science, you'll want to check out Propello. Hello, everyone. In today's podcast, Andrea Gribble shares her expertise in social media management for schools. Thanks for coming on the show, Andrea.
I am so excited to be here, Vicki.
So Andrea is the author of Mastering Social Media for Schools and has a new book called Social Media for Schools, Proven Storytelling Strategies and Ideas to Celebrate Your Students and Staff. So Andrea, we're going to talk about 5 tips for school social media that you can use right now. Where should schools start?
Well, I think right now people are a little bit nervous still about the use of social media. My first tip is not everything belongs on social media. So just as, in your personal life, you wouldn't post maybe a fight you had with your spouse or, something like that. You're not going to post everything on social media. They're direct communication methods. Social media can be used for things that you want to celebrate. If there's things that are going to be controversial or that might have some negative comments that are coming in, you can still be transparent. You can share those on your website, direct communication, emails and all of that. But I think that's one of the big things. A lot of schools are just using social media like as a bulletin board, and maybe your school board feels like you've got to put everything out there, and it's just not the way that we can use it today because there is unfortunately negativity out there.
Do you have any examples without naming schools of things that you're like, oh, I don't know if this belonged on social media?
For instance, if you're changing the school start time, okay, and all of a sudden it's a new school start time, you want to get the word out, you may not want to put that on social media because all of a sudden you're starting middle school 30 minutes early, and then everybody goes off about kids need their sleep and, why are you doing this to our children? So you really just have to think about those types of things. Also, if you're ever doing any kind of redistricting in your district, where school lines are going to change a little bit, that can also be very controversial. And so you just want to pick the right tool for the message that you need to get out there. And you just have to be ready. Like if you don't want comments and you don't want opinions, then you shouldn't be putting that on social media.
So maybe a email newsletter or some other way of communication, how you communicate directly to your family.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what's our second tip?
So our second thing is with social media, Vicki, it is all about engagement. Like we want people to comment. We want that engagement because the more people that like and comment and share our posts from our school pages, the more people see it. So just because you have 2,000 followers on your Facebook page doesn't mean that all 2,000 followers are going to see what you're sharing. So a really easy tip is to drive engagement is asking simple questions. Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up at the beginning of May. A great easy question to ask on Facebook with just the Facebook colored background is, can you name your favorite teacher? Not only do people instantly know who their favorite teacher is, they may have a story about them. They may actually tag their teacher. We've had schools get tens, like 20,000 responses to that. Now that's not typical, but if you can get 40, 50, 60 responses, that's incredible. Another great question to ask right now around graduation time is alumni roll call. What year did you graduate? Vicki, I'm not afraid to say I graduated in 1996. It was the best year. It's an easy question for people to answer. And again, it builds that engagement. It builds their confidence in responding to other types of posts with kind of a, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of the school, or this is such a great activity. I'm so glad we offer it. It can be a way to get people used to interacting with your page.
That's great. And then if you can get them to interact, like you said, everything is not shown to everybody, but the more you interact with a page, the more likely you are going to see content from that page. So getting people to interact can be a great thing.
Tip 3, how often are you featuring your staff? This could be a simple weekly shout out to a staff member, thanks for all you do. Or it could go more in depth and it could talk about why the teacher or the staff member loves working at the school. It could even be a photograph of, your lunch person, your lunch crew serving up food for your children, your students, and thanking them. 3 people in your school that get some of the most love when they get shout outs are bus drivers, custodians, and your lunch crew. So I'm just telling you, people love to really give some love. I mean, a lot of times we're giving maybe teachers appreciation, but those types of roles, they get talked about a lot by kids. And so it's really nice to be able to show them some love back. So please page back through your past posts and see how long has it been since we highlighted a staff member. And it should be at least weekly, even if it's an informal way. But that's a great way to really engage your audience and kind of build that positive engagement and get that reach up.
Love that. Also serve the purpose of showing appreciation, letting people, talk about the people they love and the good experiences. So you're kind of bringing that experience out into the world. Those are fantastic. That's great. So what's our fourth?
So, fourth tip is something I've been doing since 2014. Vicky, just so you know, every day I am managing social media for my small little school district in New Auburn, Wisconsin. So I am in the trenches. And one of the things when I launched with them back in April of 2014 was Throwback Thursdays. These are pictures of your old yearbooks that you put up every Thursday morning at 6 a.m. with a simple, hey, who could let the tagging begin, right? Because people are going to see this picture from the 1960s or the 70s, 80s, even into now, of course, gosh, we've got alumni that graduated in 2020, right? So it really engages your alumni to be able to see what's happening. People love the big hairdos. They love the old technology. They even, Vicky, just the other day, I shared a picture of Barb's Highway Cafe, which was one of the staples back in the day on Little Double S in New Auburn. Vicky, we had over 40 comments on just the advertisement supporting that, showing that Barb's Highway Cafe, people talking about their parents working there, what they loved to eat when they went there. It was really powerful. So Throwback Thursdays, school spirit and showcasing all of the old vehicles. I mean, it's fun. And I've got a lot of tips in the book and on my website, socialschoolforedu.com, but little tips on how to make it easy to do that feature every single week, because guess what? You can schedule it out. You don't have to be on live posting at 6 a.m. on Thursday. No, you schedule those out so that they automatically post and you're going to see great engagement.
People will start looking every Thursday, won't they?
Oh, for sure. Because Vicky, they're either going to see if they know somebody or if they're the alumni, they're going to be like, please don't let them feature me, with braces or my big hair or whatever. So yeah, it really gains a lot of engagement. And the community, remember, in your community, about 70% of the people don't have kids currently going to school. But in your community, you probably have a lot of alumni. So they're going to love looking at that.
I love these ideas. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I've got to send this to my marketing director of my school. Okay, shout out to Rebecca because she is awesome. So, what's number 5?
My fifth tip is just an easy one of getting students involved, especially when it comes to Instagram Reels. TikTok, love it or hate it. I don't do a lot of training on TikTok in particular because Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels is like TikTok, but you don't have to start a new channel. So it's a little more controlled, but being able to get your students involved, and I have a whole chapter on getting other staff members and other students involved in the social media creation process. I know you might be nervous, but hey, we're teaching these kids to be responsible and they know what they're doing. So get those students involved. They consume this on a regular basis, so they are very creative and you can make better connections with students, with alumni. There's a lot of parents, young parents that are on channels like Instagram. And so it can be very engaging. It's a unique way of telling your story. I am 45 years old. I did not grow up on social media, but I have learned how to use these tools. And I can tell you, I get freaked out, Vicky. When I try to learn something new, I am getting freaked out as well. But once you do it, and especially if you get a reverse mentor, which is like a student teaching you how to use it, all of a sudden the light bulbs go off of how you can use this to really celebrate the incredible things that are happening inside and outside your school building every single day.
Love it. And as is often said, you control the narrative or others create the narrative that controls you. So we really don't have a choice, do we, anymore about telling the story?
Yeah. And we have the ability with social media. It's a powerful tool. Love it or hate it, it's powerful. My little school district in New Auburn, we have 300 kids K through 12. We have small school districts in Wisconsin. Okay, 300 kids. We've got about 500 people in the town. Every week on Facebook, we reach about 5,000 people with our stories. So that is a powerful reach. We don't have a local newspaper, right? And yes, there are challenges still in our little community. We're not saying that we're a perfect school district, but we sure deserve to shine a light on all of the amazing students and staff that are doing great things in our buildings each and every day.
Love it. The book is Social Media for Schools by Andrea Gribble. These are some fantastic tips that we all need to be sharing. And hey, you know what? If all of us did Throwback Thursday, wouldn't we laugh a lot more and make Facebook a better place, huh?
Yeah, and that's what it's about. We're brightening up everybody's news
Have a
feed.
little fun and see all of our big hair. Well, thanks, Andrea, for coming on the show. Today's sponsor is the free and amazing tool, Propello. Middle school science teachers, do you ever struggle because you feel like you're creating lesson plans instead of actually teaching? Propello is here to help you. Propello is a free online platform that offers an amazing NGSS aligned science curriculum for grades 6 through 8, with ELA lessons coming in the fall. With built-in student differentiation and support, every student gets a personalized learning experience that's designed for their unique needs. And the best part, you get time back in your day. Propello's curriculum is focused on inquiry-driven instruction with high-quality resources and embedded supports like language translations for English language learners. Even if you already have a science curriculum, Propello is an excellent classroom-ready supplement with everything you need for a personal, fun learning experience for your students. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Propello and create your account today. Go to propello.com/CoolCatTeacher. That's PROPELLO.com/CoolCatTeacher and sign up today. And stay tuned for their ELA curriculum coming in the fall.
You've been listening to the 10-Minute Teacher Podcast. If you like this program, you can find more at CoolCatTeacher.com. If you wish to see more content by Vicki Davis, you can find her on Facebook and Twitter under Cool Cat Teacher. Thank you for listening.